It's been a minute, not even a minute, it's been some months. Happy Sunday, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, hello, greetings, my name is Shai. I do a lot of beauty content, little lifestyle vlogs and fashion here and there, so if that seems like your vibe, subscribe. You don't have to, but I mean, if you're here, you might as well join. But yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute, guys. A lot has happened. I literally went back to my channel just before I turned on this camera. I was like, when's the last time I did chit chat? 3 months ago. April. We're about to be in August in like 2 days. What's happening? Let me catch you guys up. But yeah, you guys already know how it goes on this channel. We're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me, so I'm gonna do my makeup. Brows are done. We've got a little slick back going on right now because that's all I can manage right now. I've got a lot going on. It's my birthday in T-minus how many days? 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4 days. My birthday's in 4 days. How did this happen? I feel like I just had a birthday. Time's moving so fast. July had somewhere to be. I feel like it was July 1st a week ago, and now somehow on the 30th. It's insane. But we move. So I don't even know where to start, guys. I feel like the last time I really like tapped in on here was when I went on my solo trip to Greece, which was so great, so fun. I loved it. And yeah, it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. When I got back, I feel like I just went straight back to work and it was just non-stop. I went to see Beyonce on a Renaissance tour. It was so good. I actually enjoyed it. I've seen Beyonce about 4 or 5 times now, and maybe even more than that. And I really enjoyed Renaissance. I feel like I've had enough Beyonce now. I don't feel like I need to go to another show. I really love if they do like a Destiny's Child tour. Like, I would be there. I'll be there. But I feel like I've spent enough money on Beyonce now. I say that now, and let's say she does another tour, probably might be going there. But do you know what I'm just like? I've seen like a good amount of her catalogue where it's like, we don't have to go to everyone. Even though kind of like, it's Beyonce. So yeah, that was end of May. June came and I feel like I was just working a lot of June. I really didn't do much. Just trying to get my life together, get myself together. Just kind of reflecting a lot. I think the last time I checked in with you guys, I was talking about like growing my faith. And let's do a little update on that. So I feel like I was very much in an isolation mode for a while. So I was very much to myself, not really going out, kind of just focused on myself and my journey and just growing. And I feel like the first time I went outside after that was just like an insane experience for me. And I kind of felt like, I don't know if it's good for me to like, on my faith journey, I think it's really important for me to get outside and experience the world and like grow, because I feel like it's very easy like to convince yourself you've healed from something, you're growing from something, you've changed if you're just isolating yourself from everything else. But once you get outside, you get to interacting with people, get into more social settings. That is a real test of faith, and that's a real test of growth and like healing. And I feel like girl, I went outside one time and like I just felt like a lot happened, and I kind of felt a bit bad because I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be in this environment, maybe I shouldn't be here. But I was like, do you know what, like my journey and my growth is not linear. It's not going to look like anyone else's. It's my own, and I have to be patient with myself but also be disciplined. So I'm really trying to like have a bit of grace when it comes to my growth and like my faith and like how I'm growing through it. And like I don't want it to be a phase. You know how some people go through phases of stuff? I don't want my faith to be a phase. I want it to be a lifestyle. I want it to be something I carry with me. So I'm not in the business of doing like cold turkey, like, okay, I'm gonna cut everything off and I'm gonna do it like this, because I just feel like that's not a viable or sustainable way of growing and changing. And like, I wouldn't even say it changing, I feel like just growing my lifestyle and becoming the woman I want to be. I think the best way to do that is to like move forward head on and face, like just naturally grow through things, if you guys get what I mean. So that's why I was at my faith journey. For a minute I kind of was a bit upset with myself, like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, or maybe I shouldn't have gone here or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a human being, I'm a person, and I'm a little baby in this. So I need to allow myself grace to grow, but also it's about discipline, because when you know better, you do better, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of in that space with it, but I'm still really enjoying. So yeah, that's a little update. I like where it's going. I feel like I'm slowly growing, slowly but surely. And I'm gonna get there, you know. I have all faith that I'm gonna get there. Like I said, I don't want this to be a phase, so I'm being very patient with myself. I'm not rushing myself just because how it may look to other people. Like, it's very personal. This growth journey is personal to me, so that's that. But yeah, I did have a very down like moment because I felt so bad. I was kind of like beating myself up. I was like, you know what, no. And that's another thing I want to touch on. If you're not really into faith, I guess you can skip this a little bit, but that's another thing I wanted to mention, is that like sometimes like when you slip up or like you backslide, like people like to say, I don't like to call it backslide because I feel like that's just but when you maybe do things that you feel like you shouldn't have done, or you feel like your faith has been tested, you kind of failing the test, I feel like in those moments it's so quick and easy to just like hide from it. I kind of felt like, oh, I don't want to go back and talk to God, or I don't want to go back and like in my Bible because I feel like a hypocrite, or I feel like I did something I shouldn't have. And I feel like that is like the worst possible mindset to have, because that's when you should really be in your Bible, and that's when you should really be praying to God, because don't allow a moment or backsliding or anything that you go through as a human being that you feel like, oh, that wasn't the best way to handle it, or wasn't the best thing to do. Don't allow that to move you further away from God. If anything, that's the point where you draw closer. Don't run away because you feel guilt or you feel disappointment. Like, and then today, God is our Father. Like, and one thing about a great parent is that through anything, good, bad, ugly, they're gonna be there, and they're always gonna have open arms for you. So like, I know in the moments it's so easy to be like, oh, do you know what, I'm just gonna, like, I'm not gonna bother because I feel like I'm not doing it right, or oh, I feel like I've disappointed God, or I feel like this. But like, those are the moments where you have to just draw closer, and it's very easy to feel that guilt and feel like, oh, like I didn't handle that the best way, or why did I do that, or I keep doing the same thing. Like, have your moment as a human being, because you're gonna feel like that. You may feel that disappointment and guilt. Like, I'm not gonna dispel that, but like with that, like, go through it, have your moment, but go back, open your Bible, go back, pray, because those are the moments where you need it the most, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I don't know. I just used my Fenty primer. I'm going to use a bit more because I don't feel like I used much. I am going to be talking a lot in this video. I was going to say, it's 8 minutes already and I haven't got foundation on. It's crazy. Speaking of foundation, I got some new products. I have PR. Your girl's got PR. I remember the days where I used to want PR so bad, and now I've got PR that I haven't even touched. It's crazy. Shout out to SHAIBEAUTY. I love them. They be sending me stuff. So I got the glow blushes in. I haven't been able to use them yet. I really want to try and do like some content on them in the next few days, hopefully, because I'm not gonna say, but we're doing something for my birthday. But yeah, if anything, I'll take them with me. Kind of just told you then. And I got some Urban Decay PR. They reached out and they sent me their setting spray, that vitamin C one. Haven't tried that yet, might try it today. Then I purchased for myself some new Pat McGrath. We've got the satin powder and concealer, so I was thinking full face Pat McGrath, guys. Should we do it? Should we see what it's giving? Because I have the blush, the bronzer, eyeshadow, found it. We got a whole set. Okay, cool. And then I also got this cute bronzer from this brand called Espresso. They are, I believe they're an Italian brand. They sent this to me ages ago, like May, and I just never got around to using it, and I think it could be beautiful in the summertime. So I'm not gonna use it today, but I definitely want to use it maybe on TikTok. You guys follow me on TikTok, because I do, well, I haven't been, but I'm back on my content journey now, and we're gonna play about this. And I do have another summer trip at the end of summer, so this will definitely be coming with me, because I feel like it's giving like clean soft glam, you know. So that's why I haven't used it yet, because I've been doing quite glam when I have sat down to do my makeup. But yeah, so many new bits. I'm very grateful for any PR that I get. Like, I just feel like it's only up from here, because even when I've had this little break from doing content, guys, I've had brands reaching out to me in my email, and I'm like, where are they finding me? Where are they finding me? Like, I'm just feeling very grateful. And like, those little moments is like when God like just nudges me to tell me like, girl, this is your lane, like, dominate, do your thing. There's nothing worth having comes easy. You gotta work hard. And the girl's turned another year older. We ain't got no time to waste. No, but I've been enjoying the last couple months. I'm not gonna lie. Let's put on some foundation. Let's use NARS. Let me tell you guys something. The other day I went out to brunch with like my friend, one of my new friends. Love her. And we went to brunch and she was, I think she was wearing NARS. Was she wearing NARS? I don't know. But I hadn't worn NARS in so long. I was like, I'm gonna use NARS again, and I've absolutely been loving it. So I'm using my Natural Radiant in Namibia. Really, I should be saving her because I don't have that much, honey. I should be saving her. I'm just gonna use my regular brush from Amazon. Oh my gosh, is this on my face the whole time? You guys just gonna have to ignore that. What the heck? Don't like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna apply this foundation. I really need to do some deep skincare tonight, I'm telling you, because the way my skin has been acting up, especially like my chin. We're gonna have a chat, yeah. Have you guys been getting little chin hairs? I'm gonna whisper because I don't like it. Like randomly I just get little hairs. Like, what's going on? What's actually happening? I'm having to tweeze that. Like, at this point I'm considering laser, but that's something I'm gonna do this year. I feel like one of my things, like once my birthday comes, I was like, this year, like one of my big goals is to like do a lot of like, not cosmetic, but like maintenance. I really want to work on fitness. Like, I've been really like wanting to go to the gym for like the last 2 years, and I just never went. I just never felt motivated. But for some reason, like in the last couple of weeks, I've been like, you know what, I really want to get fit, and I really want to get my body like exactly where I want it to be, and I just want to have a better lifestyle. So I'm actually like interested in going to the gym, whereas before it's like I have to convince myself, but now it's like, do you know what, I actually enjoy it. So excited about that, because I've always wanted to feel like that, but I've always felt like, oh, I gotta force myself. But now I feel like, oh, like I want to go to the gym. So loving that for me. But yeah, I want to focus on like maintenance. So like I want to do laser, not sure where, but I want to try it. I also want to do some teeth stuff, because I don't feel like I have bad teeth, but I feel like I can make them better. So I want to figure out how to do that. And just in general, like just little things, like just to make me feel more confident as a woman. Like that's one of my things I want to do this year. And obviously my big girl goals that I really want to get done. I might get one of them. Well, I am going to get one of them done this year because it's already booked. But yeah, I feel like this new year is all my big girl goals. So yeah. But yeah, didn't like that. Did anyone else, like, as you got on a bit like into your 20s, like did you start feeling like, I don't know, because I can't be the only one with this little situation going on, and it annoys me because like I get scars sometimes there, because I get like a little bump, like ingrown, like what the hell is happening? But yeah, I'm just blending this foundation in. She's looking cute. This summer has been I'm so glad I went to Greece earlier in this like summer, because outside is great. Like I don't know what happened. June was really nice, and then July came, which is like main summer, and it's just ooh. Yeah, summer has not been summering. I mean, I've been making the most of it, like trying to go to little events, which I've been enjoying. So I've been trying to go to more events and stuff with my friends. So like I said, I did go to brunch that day, which is really nice. I did, wow, I've been seeing so many like weddings, babies all over my socials. I'm just like, what's happening? I don't know. I just feel like if someone says they have a baby, I'm like, oh my gosh. But like at the same time, we're at that age where it's like, yeah, these things are gonna happen now. But it's just so funny. But yeah, July has been really calm. I've gone out a few times. It's been cool. I just feel like I've been really living my life, and I don't know if I really mentioned to you guys before. Oh, my lashes are over there. Well, let's take advantage and do a little eyeshadow then. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I've just really been trying to live, because I don't know if I've mentioned to you guys before in a chit chat, but like I felt like when I got out of uni and I started like literally when I just got out of uni and I started figuring out my life, which is a whole whirlwind, and do a whole video on my experience, I feel like I just went straight into like grind, business, hustle mode, and I didn't live. Like I would say from 20 to like 20, when was the lockdown? I think I was 22 in lockdown. Was I 22 in lockdown? 2020? I think I was about 22 in lockdown. I don't know, something like that, right? I feel like that whole time period between uni and COVID, I was working, like just working. Like there was no time or any money that I invested in like just me being happy. I literally always was trying to like make myself successful and try work hard and try to do this, and I tried so much stuff. And I feel like when the whole lockdown situation happened, it was like, okay, what's next? Because I really didn't reach the goals that I wanted to reach, and I kind of got a bit depressed, and like my mental health wasn't the best, and then it was like very uncertain, and I lost my job, then I got a new job, and then like it was so much going on. And I feel like by the time my birthday came around again, I was like, okay, but what have I done? Like what's happened? Like I don't feel like I have anything to show for like the last few years of my life, like what happened. And like when I looked back, like one thing that I picked up on was like I wasn't even living. I feel like it was such a blur because I was so focused on the next thing, like what am I gonna do next, how I'm gonna do this, how I didn't even have any time to like enjoy the process of like even my channel growing at that time, because my channel was growing quite a lot. I didn't even get to enjoy like even having a business. Like I just was so focused on like doing better and having better and doing, like I just never even got to like celebrate my accomplishments. I don't really feel like I had anyone in my life at that time that I could like, I felt like I just was just on the go. Like I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel like, I didn't celebrate any of my wins. I really didn't. And I didn't ever like use my money on myself. Like I don't think I even really went on holiday that much. Like I was just literally work. I probably went on holiday maybe once for a couple of times. Like it was just to me a blur, and that really made me feel sad. And I was like, one of my things, like when I got back to myself, like I really worked hard to try and get myself like in a bad place and not so sad, and my mental health, like I just like, and I feel like October, November last year, 2022 was when I feel like I kind of started to like, okay, let's get it together, let's get back in the game, let's figure it out. And one of my main things was like, T, you need to live, like you need to enjoy your life. Like you're only gonna be 20 something for this amount of time. We've got to enjoy it while we're single, while we don't have no responsibilities, while we don't have anything big. Like let's just enjoy it. Let's use our money, spend it, and have a good time. Because for the first half, I felt like I was just, I don't know, it was just a lot going on for me. And I feel like this time around, like I want to have fun, I want to look back and have memories, I want to have the best memories. I just want to make myself the happiest and like grow into who I want to become as a woman, and not just spend so much of my life existing and trying just in survival. That's it, survival mode. I feel like I spent a lot of my early 20s in a survival mode. Like I was just like, it's such a blur. And like, yeah, like I said, like when I got myself kind of back on track and like trying to like gather my life, because I feel like I basically lost, like I really feel like I just started life again. Like real talk, I feel like I started my whole new life the end of last year, like December 2022. That's when I started my whole new life again. Almost, you can basically call it season 2, season 3 of my life, because I really feel like I had a whole end of year, like end of season, and now onto new vibes. And I just feel so much happier. I feel like I obviously have a lot more to grow and a lot more to do, but I just feel like it's just a whole new vibe, whole new era. Let's call it a new era. And now I'm about to step in another era because it's my birthday and it's a new year, like I said. So I feel like it's just been a lot of like figuring out who I am, what I feel, what my goals are for me. Not just about what I should do at this age or what I shouldn't do at this age, but genuinely what I want. And I've been enjoying it. So yeah, the last few months I feel like I've just been living, like going with the flow. Not really going with the flow, but just living and like figuring myself out on this healing journey, on this faith journey, trying to just get myself together and just like give my brain a bit of a rest. Like, girl, you don't always got to be thinking 24/7, because like I said, like I just felt like I was in survival mode 24/7, and like the last 3 months I've been able to like switch my brain off and like not have to think about creating a video, content, or algorithm or views. Like just chill, just you know, and it's been nice. But I'm a creator through and through. I love this. I love creating content. I love videos. I love doing my makeup. I love doing fashion. Like, it's just me. Like, I can try and run away from it, but it will never happen. Like, I don't know if I've ever told you guys, even before I started creating content, I used to literally, before YouTube was a thing, I would literally do my makeup in my room and take pictures. Like, when I was like in high school, like, I just do it, like, get ready, take pictures and post them on Facebook. Is Facebook the time? Yeah, I'd post them on Facebook. I get ready, do my makeup, take pictures and post on Facebook. Like, and I wouldn't be going nowhere. I'd just be in my house. And I thought that was so weird, but I just post them anyway. And now look at where the world is. See, if I had the confidence to do it back then, we could have been could have been so much further. Like, I was always on that type of vibe, like taking my little pictures at home. So I feel like it's in me. That's kind of where I've been at, you guys. Like, nothing is wrong, nothing's happened, thank God. Like, I am blessed, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm doing well. Life got hands. Life definitely got hands, but no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I will be fine. I've been kind of peeping in on the YouTube streets, I won't lie. I've been watching a bit of content. I've been loving my makeup content. I really enjoy Tatiana. I don't know what her second name is. Because of the A, I really like her beauty content. I feel like YouTube, when it comes to YouTube, I feel like the vlogs are still doing well, but I feel like people actually want content on YouTube now. Like, lifestyle is cool and everything, but I feel like people actually want videos. I feel like there's been a lack of beauty videos too, so I feel like it's a bit of a weird one. TikTok too, like, it's just such a vibe right now. I feel like everyone's just running on vibes. I feel like you guys were hella high throughout this whole first half of the video. I am so sorry. You guys know it's my first time back in a while, so excuse it if the filming setup's a little weird. We're just getting back in. I'm back. I put on some lashes. We're playing about with lashes and my brand is coming back, guys. We're gonna talk about business a little bit later, because starting a business, relaunching a business is difficult, especially a cosmetics brand. And this is why I'm like, do I really want to do cosmetics? Because I have so many talents in other places where I could go. It's stressful. But let's put on some concealer. I went to see the Barbie movie, guys. If you guys seen the Barbie movie, please let me know what you guys thought of it. I personally loved it. I've always been a Barbie girl. I could go back and give y'all receipts, because I literally still have some of my like Barbie stuff from when I was really young. Like, I still have it from the 1990s when I was born, okay? Barbie girl through and through. I had my scene, I had Bratz, I had all the baby dolls, I had everything, but Barbie was like my main thing. And I think the movie was kind of emotional, and I feel like it was kind of like an ode to like the girls who are older, like 20 plus, who grew up with Barbie. And I feel like 20 plus, you guys might have missed the Barbie wave. I think 90s, if you're born like in the 90s, you definitely grew up and had a Barbie or a few Barbies. And I feel like it was an ode to us girls, because like, it really was like, I feel like you could bring young kids to go see the movie, but I feel like it was a bit advanced in like what they were talking about and the concepts. But aesthetically, it's very much like pink and fun for the little girls. But as far as the storyline, it's very much more for like a developed understanding. I'm not even underestimating kids, because kids are very smart, but you have to have a bit of understanding and development in some of the things that they're talking about. But I absolutely loved it. It was definitely like, I felt like it was made for me. I really do. I really enjoyed it. I went to a Boots and then see how I'm jumping, but I'm coming back. I'm keeping it. Let me keep it up here. I'm coming back. See how I'm jumping between topics? This is what happens when you do chit chat. I went to the Boots near my workplace the other day, and I saw the new Fenty cream blushes. They hadn't announced it until like yesterday, but I literally saw them in store. Swatch them. I might put a little clip in here, or maybe in a vlog if I feel like it. Cute, but not that cute. I did like the Riri gloss, but I feel like the blushes were okay. Like, they were okay. Like, nothing to write home about. But I still really love the formula of that blush. You guys know Daiquiri Dip was my favorite out of that collection. But yeah, I went into Boots to find the XXrevolution, and I did not find my shade. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna have to stock up wherever I do find it by 2. Because this is one of my favorite concealers, and people sleep on it. And it kind of makes me sad, because I feel like if people sleep on it, they're going to stop making it. But it's like my favorite concealer, like my drugstore concealer. And you guys know a lot of my collection now is like what people call high-end. But like, this concealer is everything. Like, I love it so much. So I need to find it. I use the shade CX13 or CX13.5. Those two are like my go-tos. So yeah, I'm just adding my concealer on. I haven't done my makeup in so long, so it's like, excuse me if it's not like 10/10s. I'm gonna try and make it 10/10s, but you know. As I was saying, I was talking about the Barbie movie. Yeah, like the whole storyline meant so much to me. If you've not watched it, don't want to spoil it because it only came out a week ago. But amazing. I loved it, and I left feeling so inspired because it really spoke to young me, and it made me emotional because I just like, I remember being young and having all these possibilities and just having big dreams and like feeling like I could do anything, and then reality kicked in and you grow up and you become a young woman, you step into the world and it's like, oh, this is different. And it's really easy for the real world to kill your dreams and kill all your like plans and like everything that you thought you could do and everything you thought you could be. But the movie just like reminded me like, no, like you really are, you can create your own reality, you can create the world and the life experience that you want to do. You just have to take responsibility for it. Like you can't just expect to just pop up out of nowhere. Like sometimes you're gonna have to pull up your bootstraps and go for it. Like you have to create it. Like sometimes like nobody's gonna save you. Like nobody's gonna come down and save you and bring you to this dream world. Like you have to create your own life, and I feel like that's what I took from the movie for myself. I really want to go watch it again, but for me what I took from it is that like, do not lose that part of you when you was younger that you thought that you could do everything. Do not lose that. I could talk about it so much, but I genuinely just, that's how I feel. There was even a clip where Drake was talking at his concert that he's having in the US, and he was like, there's so many people that said no, but eventually people did say yeah, and like now look where he is. And he was talking about gratefulness as well, which I really appreciated. He said something about, don't get so caught up from seeing what other people have on the internet or on socials or whoever. Like don't get so caught up in that you're not grateful for where you are. Like be grateful for where you are and the journey, but don't get so caught up in like what other people have that you become unappreciative. And I think that's a big thing too. But yeah, I love the Barbie movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely go see it. I feel like, I don't know, it depends on like the vibe. Like for me, like I said, I was a Barbie girl through and through, so I was into it. But if you're not, you may not really, it may not really sit with you. Like you may not really get the emotion behind it, and you may not be, if you're not emotionally connected or have like some kind of like little soft spot for Barbie, like grown up with it, you may not feel the same way. But for me, I loved it, and it just spoke to me. Okay, personally it spoke to me and I loved it, and I really want to go see it again. Now my battery nearly dying. Let's hurry, it's 3 o'clock and I want to get this video up today. If I get this video up today, I'm really that girl. I'm really who I think I am, because I literally planned to film it yesterday, but I got so much going on. I really need to relax yesterday and get like some sleep, because I hadn't been getting sleep properly. I've been like staying up, and I was like, for the week that I have planned, I need to sleep. So a lot to do, but I'm not backing down. I ain't come to play. But yeah, Barbie movie, 10 out of 10 from me. Some people don't like it, some people love it. I'm one of the ones who loved it. Just so I like the message behind it. The aesthetics were 10 out of 10. The looks, Margot Robbie, baby, the looks, yeah. They chose the right Barbie. Let's talk about business and entrepreneurship, because baby, it's trying to take me out. Honestly guys, so you guys know I launched my business a few years ago. Loved it. Everyone loved my products. Whoever bought my products loved them. I just closed it because I felt like my passion wasn't there anymore, and I just don't believe in putting my name on something, promoting something that I just don't feel connected to. I feel like it's just not genuine. And like, I know entrepreneurialism is a part of capitalism, but I just feel like if there's no passion and real like love behind it, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm now ready to like jump back in and get back into my bag and what I really feel destined to. It's been a bit of an insecurity for me because I just didn't go the same way as everyone else. I never went traditional career, this is what I'm gonna do, da, 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 da. I never did that. Whether I feel like I'm behind now, in like 3 years I may be well ahead. So like everyone's journey is different. I like to just reassure myself of that, because especially when you're like entrepreneur, creative, whatever, anything that's not traditional, a lot of the people around you, they will support you, but it's very much like, I'm supporting, it's like this, like, oh yeah, I'm supporting you from here. But yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, like you don't have as much support, or you don't have like people around you, or even just financially, like you don't have the support, like please, you got you. Like don't say you don't have anyone. Like you have you. And if you believe in God like I do, you have God. Big God. the big one, the biggest. Who can be against you? If God blesses it, no man can't curse it. That's just it. That is it. So yeah, but in general, business journey, let me tell you guys how difficult it is. Let me tell you, cosmetic industry is different. Like, it is very difficult. It is very regulated and it's very difficult. Before you can even get your stuff on the market, it's so research, understanding, it's so much. I feel like when I first started, I don't know how I did it. I'm so thankful that I did it though, because I saved everything, and I can thank my younger self for saving everything, like everything, business plans, labels, information, product information, everything. I saved everything to something, like, and I'm just so blessed that I have all my receipts to go back on and like remember how to do things, because even like Photoshop, Illustrator, things I was doing, I don't remember to do them properly, but once I opened it up, it started coming back to me, and I was like, you know what, that's why, like, as much as I used to feel like the last couple of years, like, oh, started my business so young, I spent so much money on it, a lot of money on it, and sometimes I feel like I regret that, but I kind of regret that I learned so much, and like now, like, I'm even reaping the rewards, even though I haven't really started yet. I'm already reaping rewards because it's like I've done this before. It's just like I'm starting from experience. I'm starting from a bit of growth, which is nice. But it's been very difficult because I'm trying to do it the right way and make sure I do it properly. And so it's been very challenging. I've been trying out samples. I found stuff I've loved. Then I found stuff I've loved, but it's not right in terms of like ingredients, and then trying to like register things and like get certificate, like it's just very difficult. And I've been thinking like if I should still do cosmetics, because cosmetics was like my first, like, that's what I really wanted to do. In terms of cosmetics, like I never wanted, well, my intentions is never to like do a full makeup line as far as like foundations and stuff like that. I've always been into makeup accessories, like that's always been my brand and my business plan, makeup accessories. But I did want, like, well, should I show you guys something? I'm gonna show you guys something. It's not like a finished product, but I'll show you guys something because it means a lot to me. Whenever I can get something from my brain to like a real thing, it's just a huge deal to me. So this is very special to me, guys. I don't know if you guys can even see what it says, but obviously you can see my branding there. So this is a start of something. I'm gonna have confidence and faith and say this is going to become something. I really wanted to launch in the summer because I feel like it's a summer vibe, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Which I'm not mad at, but I'm just thinking about pivoting because I also wanted to start something else, and I feel like that's more viable and easier for me to like do. So I'm thinking about doing that. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and I feel like sometimes on social media entrepreneurship seems so easy, but it really isn't. Especially in the UK, I feel like in terms of like the UK, like it doesn't support entrepreneurialism as much as it seems like it. I feel like in the US, for example, I feel like it's much easier to set up and start a business and get going, whereas in the UK I just feel like it's a bit more like, it's so much hurdles you have to jump through to even like get online and get your first sale and like get somewhere with it, because like the concept of having a small business is like, it's still a business, like you can't, it's just, it's difficult. But I would say specifically with cosmetics, it's difficult because of, you know, it's cosmetics, it goes on your skin, so you've got to be extra careful with that. So now we're gonna go into our cream bronzer around the face. But yeah, what was I saying? Basically, I don't want to do anything half-hearted. Like I always want to do the best I possibly can. Anything I put my name on and I'm putting out there, I've always been that way, so I'm not gonna rush it. But it is a bit frustrating when it's like you're trying but nothing is like going the way you want. But I'm gonna remain consistent. I did want to have it out like before my birthday, around like summer, like I said, but that just isn't gonna work, and I'm not gonna rush it just to have it out. Like I want it to be the best it can be, so maybe later on in the year we'll see. I'm not against pivoting. I think I just said that. See, it's like I'm using my train of thought. I'm not against pivoting because I always had an idea to do more than beauty, so we're gonna think about what's next with that, if I'm gonna go for that. We're just gonna see. Like I'm being very optimistic, but I just feel like I'm really just happy that I'm back into like getting into my bag and into my focus. Like that's my favorite thing right now. Like even like I haven't spoken about dating because really ain't nothing happening with dating, and I'm not focused on it right now because I'm just so focused on me. Like I want to be the best me I can be. Like I really just want to step into the woman I'm meant to be, because I just genuinely feel like that is when I will be the happiest, when I'm 100% happy. Like I don't want to, I'm not gonna say I don't want to, because I just don't know what God has planned for me, but I just feel like I'll be much happier stepping into a relationship when I'm 100% happy with where I am, rather than going to a relationship where I'm just kind of okay but I still have a lot more to grow. Because I feel like at where I'm at right now, like the age I'm at right now, I feel like once I get into a relationship, like that's it. Where are you going? Like where are we gonna go? Because at this point we're gonna be together. Like that's it. We're stuck. So I'd rather be 100% happy and whole on my own rather than get into a relationship and then still have so much growing to do. Because I feel like right now I'm gonna have to be a bit selfish, and also because like you just have to be a bit selfish, like especially like when you're really trying to build something. Like it's gonna take time, and not even just time and like, oh, it's gonna take time, but on a day-to-day it is gonna take a lot of time and energy, and like that's very limited. As we all know, we only have 24 hours in a day. Like money makes sense, you gotta make the most of it. And like I full well know who I am when I like somebody, or like relationship vibes. Like I'm very much like nearly not, I would always use the word obsessed, but I just don't know if I want to use that kind of word anymore. I'm just very like into that person. I just want to make them happy all the time. Like that's like a little side of me that I don't show. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I need to give myself the space to like really put in the work for the things I want, and like obviously like that's even a part of me that can like start regretting, because I'm like, oh, I should have done things sooner, or I should have worked hard sooner. But everything, like God's timing is the best, so I can never, like, as much as I might feel like sometimes like, oh, I should do this earlier, at the end of the day, if I was meant to do it earlier, I would have done it earlier. It's what it is, you know. Why did I do that my freaking bronzer and I haven't done my highlight? That's crazy. When I start getting into my bag and into my purpose and into like what I'm supposed to be doing, I start to see like how talented I am and how amazing I am, and I almost like shook myself. You know when they say the sky's the limit? The sky ain't even the limit. It could go way beyond that. We can go to Mars, we can go to space, baby. Like I'm just that girl, you know. I'm really getting back to myself, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, say that to say that. I don't even know what I was talking about. I'm just saying being an entrepreneur is hard, but I think there's never been a time where it's not been worth it. When we look at history and how people have been able to change their life or live out their life, I think it's always worth it, you know. So yeah, that's how business entrepreneurship is going. I feel like I touched on dating there too. I just want to make sure I'm putting myself first in this time, because like I said, I have no kids. I'm still in my 20s. Like I'm not wasting my time with no one, on no one, if I don't have to. Like we're just not doing that. There's so many things that I need to get a pattern for myself that's just like, it's the furthest thing from my mind. Like if you're complimenting, then great. If you're not, then no. And I'm very big on like, if something's not serving me anymore, I'm not sticking around for it. I don't care how many years or how much time we put in or what we said or what we thought we was gonna have. If it's not serving me, I'm not sticking around. Often people like to stay to try and work it out, sometimes cut your losses. I'm not even joking. Like sometimes cut your losses, and don't try to do it for the kids either, because the kids gonna grow up and they're gonna see that it was just some bullshit. Okay, so literally do what makes sense. But yeah, I'm very big on that in this season. Like if it doesn't serve me anymore, I'm moving forward. And I'm also trying to like have better boundaries. I feel like I'm better at boundaries in general now, but I feel like having better boundaries, like in general, like if someone, for example, like with texting, I don't like bad communicators. So when someone doesn't text me back, I feel like sometimes I give too much of the benefit of the doubt, but it's like no, because I know how I am. Like if someone texts me, I'll text them back. It's courteous. If you're taking too long to text back, then bitch, I don't even want to swear. See how swear words just fly out my mouth when I feel disrespected? We have to stop that. But yeah, like bye. This is done. We don't have to talk. Like I don't need to try and feel like I have to force someone to talk to me or feel like I'm always leading the conversation. I don't like that. And yeah, I'm just kind of learning to like step into that part of like just having boundaries, and also just having like not a better self-esteem, because I feel like my self-esteem's always been good, but just like having confidence in who I am as a woman, and just like knowing that I'm the prize. Really trying to walk into that as well. And it's not as easy said than done. Like, it's very easy to repost a quote on Twitter, but like when you're actually dating someone, you're actually talking to someone, it's very challenging, especially when you like someone and you're trying to like figure out or try and make something happen. It's difficult, especially when you have expectations. So that's another thing. Expectations, manage them well. Don't always have the biggest expectation. Everyone you date isn't going to be your boyfriend. You're not going to marry everyone you date. Get that out of your head. That can be your intention, but also be realistic and take things for what they are. Don't ever put like what do they like to call it, potential. Don't put potential on the table. Never date potential or go with potential. Look at it for what it is and go with it. Don't create some fairy tale land in your head. Don't create a whole idea in your head of what it's going to be like. Like, take it for what it is. If this man is not communicating, if this man it's not as romantic as you would like, if he's not buying you flowers and stuff like that, don't just think, oh yeah, but maybe down the line. It is what it is. The way you start is how you need to go on. So if they're not getting flowers now, what makes you think in 3 months they're gonna get you flowers? That's another dream that guys like to sell. There's been times where I've been dating the last few years, I'm like, who is this girl? Like, what am I doing? Like, this ain't me. Like, this isn't my type of behavior. Why am I being like this? And I've had to question myself so many times, and I feel like sometimes like I just like to dissociate and just like live life, and it's like, but hold on, like, is this what I want to do? Is this like, sometimes I feel like, I don't know, not even like, I don't know who I am, but I feel like sometimes I found myself in positions where I don't understand how I ended up there. And I felt like, linking back to what I was saying about mental health, I feel like when I'm not happy or my mental health isn't where I need to be, I start to dissociate, and I just like, not even go into like, and I just go into this thing where it's just like, oh, I don't care, I only live once, whatever. Like, I get into that state, and then when I'm over it, days later, I'm like, wow, what was that? What was I thinking? But I hope you guys get what I mean. What else can I update you guys about? I think I've said it's my birthday about 10 times. Very Leo of me. Very Leo of me. To be like, it's my birthday. But I'm so excited because I'm doing something very different, and I'm doing something that is very, not daring, but like something that is different for me. I'm gonna put on my blush now. I realize I haven't been saying what I've been using, but if you guys want to know, let me know. Usually I always try and do something with friends or try and include other people on my birthday, but I was like, do you know what, from this year on, I'm just gonna do things for myself, because I feel like I'm very big on my birthday. Like, I'm very thankful and always feeling blessed when I reach another year, and I feel like whenever I come home from like celebrating my birthday, I just feel like, meh, like it was okay, like it was cool. I don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, I had a great time. And I was like, you know what, we're changing now. We are changing now. We're gonna have a great old time, okay? We're gonna enjoy ourselves, have a good time, and I'm excited. I'm not gonna mention it yet because this video is going up today, so I guess you guys will see. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I might be I don't know if I'll upload in real time on TikTok, but probably on my Instagram stories. So make sure you follow me. Same as here, TheShaiLife. But you know what, it's like, I'm actually growing up, and I'm really excited about it, actually. I'm really excited. Because I feel like this age, 7 is what? 7 is the number of perfection. God created the world in 6 days and he rested on the 7th. So I feel like, is it gonna give a soft life? And let's quickly do these lips. Should I use one of my new products? I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Since we're not really going anywhere today, I'll use my e.l.f. Oh, eyeliner to be more sharp. Excuse me if my slick back ain't been that slick this video. There's a lot going on right now. But I'm just going to add some of my Fenty gloss on top, because I want it to be a bit more brown. That one's a bit more like pinky. But yeah, it's the finished vibe. Usually I'll put mascara on. Let me just do that. Why not? Why not? Oh, guys, do you know how much I love this Say mascara? Thought I lost it in Greece, and then I finally found it like in the back of my drawer, because I hadn't like literally put all my makeup back for like months, right? I thought I lost it. I went on to Core Beauty, see how much it was, because I got this in PR, £21. I was like, please. But guys, I actually love this mascara. I'm not a mascara girl, but I actually really enjoy it. This one, let me use my Charlotte Tilbury to see what I'm doing. And I got this in my eye the other day and I almost ruined my makeup. It was a bad time, but okay, so this is the face done. My hair isn't where I want it to be. I wish it was more slick, like sleek, but don't worry, we're gonna get it together. You guys know how it is, like that week or so before you're going somewhere, a week for your birthday, where it's like you're loading. That's where I'm at right now. Your girl's loading, but I had to come and show face on here because it's been so long. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, get rid of me. I feel like it was a bit of an update, kind of what's been going on. My lights are going to die, so let me just quickly wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you've come back after months, hearts, thank you guys so much for coming back and watching my content. I really appreciate it, and I hope to bring you guys more amazing videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a